Gratitude is more than just saying thank you when someone holds the door for you. It goes far beyond polite gesture. Gratitude, when practiced with intention, is an energetic shift, a transformation in how you see the world. It's not just an action, it's a state of being. When you fully embody gratitude, it has the power to change your mindset, your relationships, and even your destiny. Gratitude operates at one of the highest emotional frequencies. Think of emotions like radio signals. Lower emotions, like fear or anger, are like static, unclear, draining, foggy. But gratitude is crystal clear, sharp, and powerful. When you tune into gratitude, you're aligning yourself with that high frequency, and that attracts more positive experiences into your life. It's like adjusting the dial to pick up only the best channels, cutting through the noise, and focusing on what's good. Most of us spend our time focusing on what's missing. Promotion we didn't get, the money we don't have, the relationship that hasn't materialized yet. The truth is, where your focus goes, your energy flows. When you focus on what's wrong, you give those things more power in your life. But when you shift your attention to gratitude, you change the game. You stop seeing what's lacking and start seeing what's already here. What's working, what's beautiful, what's abundant. And the more you focus on what you have, the more you attract the things you desire. Let's take a look at the story of John Kralik. His life was falling apart. His business was collapsing, his marriage had ended, and his finances were a mess. He was at rock bottom, feeling defeated. But one day, while walking alone, he had a moment of clarity. Instead of focusing on everything that was going wrong, he decided to focus on what was going right. However small, John committed to writing one thank you note every day for a year. At first, it wasn't easy. His life was still full of challenges, and it felt like there was little to be thankful for. But he began small, writing to people who had helped him in the past, colleagues, even to the barista who made his coffee. Slowly but surely, his outlook changed. His relationships improved and new opportunities began to appear. His life transformed, all because he embraced daily gratitude. John's story is captured in his book, 365 Thank Yous, and it shows how powerful gratitude can be when practiced consistently. This isn't just anecdotal. Neuroscience backs it up. Researchers have found that gratitude activates regions of the brain associated with pleasure, social bonding, and reward. Practicing gratitude is like giving your brain a shot of happiness every time. Over time, gratitude strengthens these neural pathways, making it easier for you to experience positive emotions and spot the good in your life. Essentially, you're training your brain to see abundance rather than lack. Gratitude also affects your brain chemistry. When you're in a state of gratitude, your brain releases chemicals like dopamine and serotonin, the same ones responsible for feelings of joy, love, and contentment. But it goes beyond just making you feel good. Gratitude shifts your perception. When you train your brain to look for the good, you begin to see more opportunities, more things to appreciate, and more reasons to feel fulfilled. You become a magnet for positive experiences, not because the world has changed, but because you have changed the way you see it. When you focus on what you're grateful for, your brain rewires itself. It's not magic, it's a simple shift in focus. Instead of being stuck in scarcity, where nothing ever feels like enough, you step into abundance, where everything you need is already within reach. This is the secret power of gratitude. It not only changes how you feel, but it changes how you see the world and how the world responds to you. Gratitude is the foundation of manifestation. When you're grateful, you're telling the universe, I have enough, I am enough, and I am ready for more. It's a signal that you're open to receiving more abundance. And the best part? You don't need more money, more success, or more recognition to start practicing gratitude. All you need is the willingness to see what's already present in your life. Small joys, the unexpected kindness, beauty in everyday moments. When you start from a place of gratitude, you're already rich. Gratitude isn't a one-time action. It's a practice. It's something you return to day after day. It's a way of living, a lens through which you view the world. And when you commit to living in gratitude, you're not only transforming your own experience, but you're also sending out ripples that affect everyone around you. Your energy becomes contagious. People are drawn to you, opportunities arise, and life starts to flow with more ease and grace. From scarcity to abundance. Most of us, whether we realize it or not, operate from a place of scarcity. From a young age, we're trained to focus on what we don't have, what we haven't achieved, and what's missing. We wake up in the morning and immediately take stock of the gaps in our lives. The money we wish we had, the success we haven't attained, the relationships we feel are lacking. It's not just about material things. Often, we fixate on feelings of being unworthy, undeserving, or simply not enough. This scarcity mindset traps us in a loop, feeding on itself, convincing us that no matter what we do, it's never going to be enough. It's exhausting, isn't it? Scarcity clouds our perspective. When we're fixated on what's lacking, our brains are wired to find more things that reinforce that belief. It's almost like we have a filter over our vision. Every perceived failure becomes proof that we're stuck, that we're not enough. The more we focus on what's missing, the heavier that feeling becomes. But that doesn't mean it's the truth. Gratitude flips that switch. Instead of focusing on what's lacking, gratitude forces you to see what's already there. It's like taking off a pair of foggy glasses. Suddenly, the world hasn't changed, but your ability to see it clearly has. You start noticing the good things that were always there, but were hidden by the fog of scarcity. Let's take Marcus Aurelius, the Roman emperor, as an example. His reign was filled with challenges. Wars, plagues, the loss of loved ones. It would have been easy for him to focus on everything that was going wrong. But instead, he practiced gratitude. In his meditations, he wrote, "When you arise in the morning, think of what a privilege it is to be alive, to think, to enjoy, to love." Despite all the pressure and hardships, Marcus Aurelius chose to focus on the gift of life itself. By practicing gratitude, he found strength and clarity even in the darkest times. Shifting from scarcity to abundance isn't just for emperors or philosophers. It's something we can all do, no matter where we are in life. Scarcity makes us believe that abundance is only for a select few and that there isn't enough to go around. But the truth is, abundance is a mindset, not a finite resource. It's not about having more, it's about seeing more. When you shift into abundance, you realize that the world is full of opportunities, blessings, and good things that are already available to you. Now, I won't sugarcoat it. Shifting from scarcity to abundance isn't always easy. When life feels overwhelming, when things aren't going our way, gratitude can feel like the last thing on our minds. But that's when it matters most. Gratitude, especially in difficult times, is like a lifeline. It's not about pretending everything is perfect. It's about acknowledging the good that exists even in the middle of chaos. Have you ever tried being grateful for something as simple as your morning coffee? It might sound silly, but those small moments of gratitude can shift everything. It's the little things, the warmth of the sun, the sound of your favorite song, that first sip of coffee, that build a sense of abundance. And when you start stacking up those small moments, they accumulate into something undeniable. Even on tough days, there's always something to be grateful for. And here's the key. The more you practice gratitude, the easier it becomes to find things to be grateful. It's like training a muscle. At first, it might feel awkward or forced, but over time, it becomes second nature. You start to see abundance everywhere. It's not that your circumstances have drastically changed. It's that you have changed. You've shifted your focus from lack to abundance, from scarcity to gratitude. The science and daily practice of gratitude. Gratitude isn't just a feel-good sentiment. It's backed by science. When you practice gratitude, something remarkable happens in your brain. Researchers have found that gratitude engages parts of the brain responsible for reward, motivation, and emotional regulation. It triggers the release of dopamine and serotonin, the same chemicals responsible for happiness and contentment. Practicing gratitude regularly rewires your brain, making it easier to experience positive emotions. Essentially, gratitude is like a natural antidepressant for your brain. But the benefits of gratitude go beyond just feeling good. Studies show that people who regularly practice gratitude have lower blood pressure, better immune function, and even healthier heart rhythms. Gratitude has the ability to lower levels of the stress hormone cortisol, which allows your body to function more efficiently and heal faster. When you're constantly in a state of stress or focused on lack, your body remains in survival mode, always on high alert. But gratitude helps you shift from that survival state to a place of calm and abundance, which has a profound effect on your overall health and well-being. Let me share a personal story about how I started practicing gratitude. I wasn't always someone who embraced it naturally. Like many people, I used to be fixated on what wasn't going right in my life. I was constantly thinking about what I hadn't achieved yet or what was missing. But during a particularly tough period, friends suggested I start a gratitude journal. At first, I rolled my eyes. I didn't believe that writing down 3 things I was grateful for each day would make much of a difference, but I gave it a try. Initially, it felt forced. I struggled to find things to be grateful for, so I started small. I wrote things like, "I'm grateful I found a parking spot," or "I'm grateful my phone didn't die during a long meeting." It seemed trivial, almost silly, but slowly something shifted. I began to notice these little things more frequently throughout my day. I noticed the warmth of the sun on my face, the sound of birds in the morning, the smile from a stranger on the street. These small moments were always there. I just hadn't been paying attention to them before. Over time, my perspective changed. I wasn't as focused on what I didn't have or what wasn't going right. Instead, I started seeing the good that was already present in my life. My mood improved, my stress levels dropped, and I found myself approaching challenges with more resilience and calm. It wasn't that my external circumstances had suddenly transformed overnight, but my mindset had. And that made all the difference. So how can you incorporate gratitude into your daily life? It's simpler than you might think. Start each morning by listing 3 things you're grateful for. It can take less than a minute, but it can set the tone for your entire day. You don't have to complicate it. Maybe you're grateful for your morning coffee or the fact that you woke up in a warm bed. The point is to begin your day with a sense of abundance rather than lack. By focusing on gratitude, you're essentially training your brain to look for more things to be grateful for. And as we've discussed, what you focus on expands. The more you practice gratitude, the more you'll notice the abundance already present in your life. You'll attract more positivity, more opportunities, and more of what you truly desire. So here's a simple challenge for you. Take 5 minutes today and write down 3 things you're grateful for. It doesn't have to be anything big, just small things that bring you joy. Practice this every day, and you'll start to see a shift in your mindset, your mood, and your overall experience of life. Gratitude is the key to unlocking the abundance you've been seeking. Thank you for watching, and remember, gratitude is not just about feeling good. It's about transforming how you see the world. Start your gratitude practice today, and watch as your life begins to change. See you in the next video.